Chairman, but it's another story, isn't it? I mean, I think, you know, for the reasons the officers have given once again, the voters contrary to all the policies you see there, and also, you know, this is in the countryside. I mean, it goes without saying that I'm totally opposed to this application.
I must admit, I don't see much difference in. I can see the members rehearsing the same arguments they've just done. It's just right next to the same side that we just reviewed. So,
yes, thank you, Chairman. As you say, déjà vu. We're very aware of the need for this objectively assessed housing need. Are working towards that. That is what we were instructed to do by the inspector at our last examination. And he was content that we should review it. When that review is completed, no doubt there may be some change in the housing requirement numbers. But to that point, I think it's premature to assume that is going to happen, and also to assume that we can't include any numbers for Wellborn until that time arrives.
Thank you, Chairman. And similarly, we're probably just rehearsing what we've said previously. So similar issues regarding transport accessibility, although Hampshire County Council haven't commented on it. Again, consistent with the development above, and I think that sounds to be more realistic than the previous one that was going to be sympathetic to Greenaway Lane and Brook Lane. However, the two are putting up to each other and will not be sympathetic with each other. Now, I know we're probably in a fairy tale land here. Wouldn't it be nice if developers could get together and come up with an overall plan that is sympathetic to each other? And we could perhaps look at access. Do we need two accesses? Would one access be okay? Well, okay, that's probably taking things a little bit too far. So once again, impact there. And I even look at these poor old badgers. We've got 7 badger sets have been identified, and I don't know whether these comments have come from our officers or from the applicant, but you know, it is somewhat like reading Enid Blyton. We're going to allow them to move through the site, commuting paths, vegetated corridors, commuting opportunities to suit the local badger social groups. Now, that is of course if the building hasn't already scared them off. So, it is very much the same as the last one, contrary to the local plan, and I'll be voting against it.
Thank you. Having made the decision we have made on the first one, as this is an adjoining site and the same issues and principles apply, you really can't sort of approve this one, because otherwise we'll be actually creating a problem for ourselves for the first one. So as far as I'm concerned, the two actually go hand in hand, and we should refuse it.
I think we all agree, developers, residents, members of the committee, that there is an acute housing need in Fareham. As I've said so often, a young teacher, as I was 40 odd years ago, would have to spend 6 times his salary to get the smallest, cheapest house in Fareham. When I was a young teacher, it was twice my salary. That's how much the housing need is in Fareham. And the question that the developer, the deputy, has raised is a very real question, because it's not so much what the council is saying in terms of its land supply, 2197. The issue is the deliverability of that. And it is notoriously difficult in planning to measure how deliverable a particular plan is. And again, Turley's show that they argue that the deliverability of Wellborn is much less than the council is arguing in the 5 years. They're saying that the outstanding permissions, the outstanding site allocations not yet developed, are much less. So there is a real issue of deliverability, but this is not the place as a hub planning committee to argue the higher level issue of deliverability. All we can do is to say that our existing plan does not include these areas for development. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know how you measure deliverability. Wellborn could come on site for a couple of years' time. It could be 4 years. Who knows? And therefore, all we can do as a very humble planning committee is to say, this is our existing plan, and it goes against our existing plan.
Chairman, I think my view would be that deliverability is going to be an issue for this committee in deciding the planning applications. And going to the table that's set out as appendix to the report, this was the appendix for this report and also to the last, the council has identified how many units it believes will be brought forward within that period when it will also. Members will be aware there's two strands effectively on that. The council's got a development strategy to see that we're brought forward, and the members will also be aware that one of the principal site owners has also come forward and put forward their own views as to when that delivery could or may start taking place. So I think delivery actually is an issue for you as members, Chairman. I can understand there's this debate over which figure's accurate for the housing land supply and delivery. And I think I should say here, not to score points, but just as a matter of fact, I think that one of the applicants has given us two possible scenarios as to how many years supply they think we've got. The other applicant's given us a different scenario again as to what they believe the figure is for 5-year housing land supply. And the council's got its own. So I think even with these two applications, there's probably 4 different figures in existence as to how many years supply people believe this council's got. But I do think delivery is relevant to you as well, Chairman. Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I was going to try and emphasise that point as well. Deliverability is very important. I think the Deputy made some interesting comments on the difficulties with large sites, the delivery of large sites, and in fact, as I understand, something the government has recognised and is looking to see whether it can incorporate something into the 5-year housing land supply calculations to take that into account. I was also going to refer us to Appendix 1 to indicate to what extent we ourselves, with our current supply number planning, have deferred delivery from Wellborn, reflecting the difficulties of large site development, and we pushed back quite a few houses. I think we've been quite aggressive there. Take Lee's point, if you look at what the main landowners and the developers there are proposing, they would propose numbers earlier than we are now proposing. So I think the basis on which we've calculated our 5-year housing land supply against the requirements in our current adopted plan are perfectly valid. I disagree with Councillor Davis. I don't think this is totally a magic art. There are some elements of science and absoluteness behind some of the calculations. But certainly for large sites, precisely predicting when they will start is difficult, and we've deferred the start for 3 years.
Sorry to trouble you again, Chairman, but just going back to a point that Councillor David made on the last application, that he found one of the favourable things, and he's quite correct, is that both of these applications are offering 40% affordable housing. Now, reading the report, however, detailed viability was sought and hasn't been received from the applicants. And those cynics amongst us will have heard 40% affordable housing offered on many locations, but only at the last minute viability to be played, and that's reduced often to nothing. So whilst it does seem attractive, the headline, it is probably something less than that.
Right. I think we can pass this one on. I can't see anybody rushing to favour this application either. Proposed for a second for the Office of Recommendation. Proposed by Councillor Brookside, seconded by Councillor Butts. Those in favour, please show. It's unanimous. That's refused.